What is up, everybody? This is episode 149, and I'm your host, Omar.
And this is David.
And you're listening to the Anime Squad podcast. The podcast is about us friends that talk about seasonal animes weekly, video games, and whatever catches our interest. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And tell us in the comment section what shows you guys want us to talk about. And last thing, we got timestamps for your favorite animes. You want to hear it in the description. So, and also, our returning member Robbie is going to be joining for this season. So check out for that. But without further ado, we have a lot to talk about
for certain shows.
For certain shows, yes. But we have a lot to talk about. So let's just jump right into it. Starting off with Overwatch Part 3 Genesis.
No, Genesis Rebirth.
Rebirth, yes. And this is the final
part
of the trilogy. And
was it worth?
No, not at all. I mean, as a big fan, us big fans of Overwatch, we like the lore and all that stuff. I think that's what makes the game more fun to know what all these little things are about. And I think this is just like, this is how Omnics were made.
Yeah.
The story.
Well, the war, the whole war kind of thing.
And how Omnics became sentient, basically.
Yeah, I guess to go like a quick kind of thing about this episode in general was pretty much like, it's like, these Omnics are bad and stuff like that. Of course, continuing off the other episode, and by the end of it, it's pretty much like there was only one that continued being a human-ish kind of person.
It was Aurora.
Yeah.
The one the doctor made, and she paid the sacrifice of making everyone free.
Yeah, so they have basically rights and ability, choice. There you go, choice. Yeah.
A choice to make to either fight with the rebellion or be themselves into the new world.
And that was pretty much like the ending to it.
Yeah. Aurora sacrificed her life.
Omnics decide what did they wanted to do. Some of them fought humans, some didn't. So
yeah, they fought with the humans.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, that's the story of this 3-parter. And
I guess talk about it in general.
I mean,
the whole entirety. Well, what you thought of it in general.
I mean, I was pretty stoked when I first heard about, Overwatch fighting in like a little anime.
Yeah, to me, I was expecting more of like the actual like CGI ones. Not as in like the best of best, but I meant like maybe like story, like actual like character stories instead of someone telling the story on the side.
Yeah, because it wasn't entertaining to get that. How they told the story wasn't entertaining to watch.
Yeah, it was more of a commentate, like if a director was commentating his movie.
Yeah,
in a way.
Like a documentary.
Yeah.
And some documentaries are interesting. It's just this one wasn't. And like to me, like these episodes kind of dragged. Like for them being short, they felt long. That's a bad sign. And
yeah, to me in general, it's like just a little bit of information, but that was it. There was not enough to like
to care,
to keep me entertained. I guess
to care what's happening, other than the whole reason of why this was made, which was to promote the upcoming season for Overwatch 2, the invasion, the big thing they're pumping out. And that just sucks because within a year or so, like this will be irrelevant to watch.
Oh yeah.
So that sucks. That's disheartening.
Yeah, it kind of sucked that we didn't get like a story kind of trailer-ish story trailer. I mean, short, like their usual shorts. At least that would have been more entertaining.
Yeah, like the 2 dragons one I remember very well, or like
basically those in general.
Yeah, because those are more effort, more they look more pretty to watch. Yeah. Kind of like,
and we get the story from them.
Exactly.
From the characters,
Like that first one with Tracer and Winston fighting off Reaper and Widowmaker. That's good. That's iconic. And
But yeah,
disappointing. It wouldn't be fair to rate it, so it's short. If you really love the lore, go right ahead.
I wouldn't. Well, yeah, I wouldn't recommend to
No,
watch it.
I mean, I wouldn't either. It's just, but if,
I could we're straight out telling you what the story is in a way,
yeah,
within like short
we are saving you the 7 minutes of watching this.
or more than that 7
Oh yeah, with
14,
the three,
21,
with the three
yeah,
parts.
21 like minutes.
Mm.
But pretty much everything could be summoned up like in a
In a minute or two,
minute or two. Just explaining it to you makes it more easier
which sucks.
than visually watching it.
Yeah, it sucks. So,
That's it.
so, yep, Overwatch keep on disappointing. But with that being said, we move on to our show, starting off with My Adventures with Superman, episode 3 and 4.
We're gonna talk about
both
episode
episodes?
3
Yes,
first.
Episode 3 first. And this one, hey, try and get an interview with Superman. Lois Lane pursuing that goal, and she just can't get Superman to get that interview.
Oh, like he tried to separate it himself and Superman like the whole time. It was funny.
Yeah, I like, because, this is literally year one Superman, right? And just him trying to discover what he could do, especially in this episode with the whole having the heat vision like coming to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was just cool. I like that. And I'm glad we got to see in this episode, especially with the, I guess, like, they're not really main villains. It's just a bunch of grunts.
Grunts.
So, like, the whole, the technology itself, being
But I feel like that's not more of the center point. It's more about Superman. What he thinks in general. Like, what is he, you know? Like, is he a savior human kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's the big picture for this episode, at least wise.
Yeah, because
The other ones were pretty simple. Like the two kids are pretty much trying to get the sister out of prison, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty easy concept.
Yeah, just basic grunts,
Yeah.
robbing a bank, making a name out of themselves.
Using the same weapon from
Last episode.
Freezing Lady. Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And excuse me. But yeah, it's just Superman just trying to be like, how did I get these powers? Who am I? Kind of situation. I like, because at the end of the episode, Lois Lane like does the interview with Supes, and when she asks him the question, he just doesn't know. I was like, I don't know how I got him. I don't know who I am. I'm like, damn. And he's not lying. That's the sad part. It's like, he just got it out of nowhere.
It is funny too. Once he leaves, pretty much he comes back out, you know, as himself.
That's Clark.
Yeah. I was like, oh, how was the interview?
She's like, he sucked. He's a liar. A big phony. He's like, what?
Yeah, he was sweating there a bit. It's like, damn. I was literally being honest.
Oh, I guess another fun moment was the whole the other reporters shining in.
Oh, Steve, what was it?
It was Steve, Kat, and Ronnie.
Ro-
And they're just like, I guess they're the actual reporters of the Daily Planet. Yeah, and they're really extra. And then at one point they had to like reenact as them, and Clark had to be Steve, I think.
He's like, Steve.
Steve, I love sports.
That was funny.
But yeah, yeah. It was,
And of course, they got their first ever, what do you call it? Actual like reporting thing. Instead of being interns, they actually got a shot at doing the news kind of thing.
No,
Or is
that was
that's next episode.
That's next
Oh,
episode.
okay,
That's
okay.
next episode. You're
We'll talk. Oh, my
you're
bad.
blending it. You're blending it.
Superman's at me right now. All right.
But yeah, that's basically the episode. I mean, like David said, villains of the day, kind of this episode, and just
Mhm.
Superman trying to figure out who he is and what kind of powers can he do other than
Who am I?
fly and have super strength? So yeah, good episode. And we move on to episode 4. I think this one was a more interesting one. Like you said, Lois, Jimmy, and Clark get an opportunity to finally be reporters
Yes.
to this kind of like party event with Dr.
Yeah, I really like episode 4.
Yeah, because they finally got to finally get a permission to shine to their moment.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, there's a catch to with their report. Basically, they're just gonna have, I like to call People Magazine questions. Like, oh, what's your favorite girl? Or like, oh, what kind of car do you drive? Like, fun questions like that. And obviously, Lois wants to be serious.
Yeah, like this episode in particular, their relationship even grew more.
Yeah, because you see it in the last episode, and this one.
Mm-hmm.
But this one more particular, like more Lois and Clark, like really bonding together. And I like how Jimmy in the beginning is like, yes, us 3 friends.
And then you gotta learn that she basically has problems with the dad,
Yeah, because her dad wasn't there for her.
Yeah, for a lot of stuff, pretty
Yeah.
much.
And she doesn't want to talk to him because, she thinks she's a failure because she's been an intern for a year now,
Mm-hmm.
not making a name for herself in the
Yeah.
paper. So, yeah, there was a lot of more character moment for Lois Lane herself, which is good.
And Clark.
Yeah, and Clark too, because, he's there for her for a lot of the times, especially when he's taking off his shirt.
No, especially the whole, her trying to interview people and everyone just ignoring her.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's talking about problems. I don't want to talk about that.
Especially at a party.
Yeah.
And I guess, Clark was like, hey, just do the popcorn questions. And it kind of like demotivated her a bit.
Yeah.
So. But I like when he had to do it. He interviews Dr. Ivo, which is the
main guy.
The main guy, the one hosting the party. And he was just not having him. Because I guess he insults Lois, right? When he's like, I can let you talk to the babes over there. So for that ugly one over there. But she drops like the little cake thingy.
Yeah.
He's like, that's my girl, dog.
Then he goes all on him. Of course, the whole issue with his company and stuff.
The scandals they're behind and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Then he got kicked out.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Got to the press corner, which is the alley.
Every person that can't tolerate, right?
Yeah. And I like how Lois had like a sewing kit with her just to be prepared. When
he got back in with her because of her.
Yeah, because they ruffled up his coat or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny. But yeah, they also discovered like I guess Dr. Ivo and their group had like a bunch of.
I think they have the same tech as
from the last 2 episodes, right?
Yes.
So they're all connected, like.
But then they have more to like. They messed around with it more.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool. I like the whole, To tell you the truth, they could have defeated Superman if the guy was a little bit more smarter.
What? Dr. Ivo's not smart, bro?
Yeah, like to tell you the truth, like I think there should have been like a barrier where the guy was at. The one controlling the cube thingy. I think he should have had his own little thing. Just saying, man, it would have been perfect to have.
Because he got out defeated by Jimmy and Lois.
Yeah. I don't know. That's how I thought. I was like, wait a minute. So you have Superman trapped, but you don't have the rest of the people trapped in there? I'm like, okay.
He didn't put 2 and 2.
That's what I'm saying. He's not smart enough to think about, hey, I'm going to trap everyone, or I'm
and his
put the
suit's,
box.
This suit's so dumb. The whole Parasite 1
Oh,
thingy. I was like, why?
Yeah, the more you hit the what do you call it? The more you hit the suit, the more powerful it gets, and it releases it back too.
Yeah. But like, I guess it comes with a price of taking your life.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that's a hefty cost to be Superman for a minute.
But the thing with Superman, since he's a smart guy, he's like, I'm not gonna hit you.
I'm not gonna hit you. Yeah.
I'm not gonna hit you. Makes it easier for me. Like, by the more you shrink, the more it's easier to take your hits. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a double-edged sword.
Yeah. So he didn't think that through very well.
He became
He just wanted to show his product to sell it.
Yeah, yeah. And then he came ugly.
Yeah, he became a little what do you call it? A gremlin. He looked like a gremlin over here.
That's funny. But yeah,
But he's alive. That guy's still alive. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. We'll be seeing him eventually later on.
because their corporation was called Amazo, which I think in the DC universe there's an actual robot called Amazo, and he's like a big deal. So maybe we'll see that more played out. I don't know if this season, but like future.
Yeah.
But yeah, when they defeat Dr. Iva, all the stuff is gone. No, who would have took it?
It was me, Dio.
I knew it. Freaking Dio jumping over
Talk
comics.
about Dio later on. But yeah.
But yeah, we obviously loved episode 4. Add more.
Oh, and then of course the most important thing.
Oh yes, since there's no records of Superman on the web and the internet, they go old school. Newspapers, articles.
No, but not only newspapers, but the aliens.
Aliens itself.
Yep.
And I guess there's a big report on Smallville of a sights of a boy flying. What?
Yeah. So I guess
Lois.
Clark himself, Superman himself, found the paper before then.
Yeah. So he comes in his jacket, but Superman / Clark doesn't know when he gives the jacket to be nice to Lois.
She has
goes
the
back.
jacket itself.
Yeah. She's like reassembling like the board or whatever, and then she feels it. It's like, why would Clark have this?
So is it Superman? No, is Clark
Superman?
Superman?
Dun, dun, dun.
We'll see what happens. Maybe they'll go like anime route, so where they know each other. Like at that point, like, oh, you're Superman and Clark, or maybe he's not the guy. His alien conspiracy thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not.
There's
true.
another Clark.
Yeah. But who knows? We'll see what happens next episode.
Yeah. That was always like the big gripe with people saying about Lois. Like, she's super smart, right? But she can never tell that Clark's Superman.
Yeah,
What?
man. Glasses what, man? All right.
And hairdo.
And hairdo. Yep. Hairdo's like that twirl on his hair. Oh wait, not on this one.
That's not Clark. Well, yeah, great episode. And can't wait to see more. Yeah, cannot wait. But that being said, we move on to the next show. We have The Gene of AI, episode 3.
Popo.
Yes, Popo.
Popey? Or is it Popey or something like that?
Popo? No, I think Popo. And though,
I'm thinking of Dragon Ball Z.
Oh.
Or Dragon Ball. Or not Dragon Ball Z, yeah.
Yeah, same thing. Mr. Popo.
Yeah.
But yeah, this episode's basically about a boy
And this teddy bear and a girl with
a
Rena boyfriend.
Reno boy. Yeah, good one.
But AI. I mean, robot.
Yeah.
There you go, robot. My bad.
Yeah.
Robot, yeah.
Reno boyfriend robot.
There you go.
And like that one was weird. I forgot about the boyfriend plot.
Yeah, because it started off like
Her in the dream.
Yeah,
like-
so she's a humanoid and she has a Rena boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
That's a actual robot, complete robot.
Yeah, complete robot.
And it started off like horror kind of mode. I'm like, she's bearing a body and it's the robot and stuff. And then of course she woke up and then it was all a dream kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that was it for that part. And then
Yeah.
we went back to the kid.
Yeah, like the main episode was like the kid and his Popo the bear, and
And the mom too, because
Yeah,
the
the
mom
mom-
hated the bear.
yeah, she was like, my boy's old enough. Why is he still carrying on with this bear?
And it's crazy too, because throughout the whole episode, I was like, "Oh, look, it's Chucky, man! Chucky's gonna attack."
Yeah,
Child's play is happening in this episode, right?
I'll be your friend to the very end.
Yeah.
But it was weird. I guess I kind of liked where it went with, since the bear's like old tech, and knew about it, like it knows a lot, and it knew about his past.
Yeah, I guess from what's his name?
The doctor?
Yeah.
Dr.
Suba?
Dr.
Yeah. Pseudo, yeah, there you go. Basically, he said that it's like he had a memory card, and that memory card's getting full, so that's why it acted up during the operation thing, or checking the robot itself. But it was literally full of memory at that point.
Yeah. And I guess the mom body used. So the robot was getting confused with obviously the boy
and that girl in the past, pretty much.
Yeah. And that basically it, the episode. It's weird. This one was not.
Yeah, because the mom just wanted to get rid of the bear, and then the boy wanted to keep the bear. And then he found out that it was by another kid's toy, pretty much.
That was it. I think the climactic part when the bear gets run over.
Isekai'd.
Yeah, it gets carcooned.
Yeah, you get carcoon. You know, he got hit by a car. You know, try to ask people like, hey, get this kid out of the streets because it's pretty cold out here. But he ends up getting hit by the carcoon, and that was it for him.
Yeah. And then like they're like, no, save my popo. And bada bing bada boom, saved. And
Pretty much.
I was like, okay, thanks.
And then I guess the whole, like
boyfriend
about the boyfriend thing comes back, and then the memories. Is it good to erase the memories from like an AI in general?
Yeah.
And even though it's a robot, you think it has feelings still. You get me?
Yeah, like it's a sentient being. So why erase the memories of someone?
Yeah.
And I feel like I could have done better because that whole boyfriend plot was dumb. It was like, yeah, I'm in love with an actual person. So
I'm in love with you, Joe.
But then when she got rid of
Swanson.
it, yeah, when she got rid of him, she was like, no, I kind of want him back now. So she hires him again. I'm like, what?
You have that real person.
Yeah. What about him? Did you even ask him?
Yeah.
Whatever. That plot was dumb. And then the whole bear thing felt like whatever too. So yeah, this episode was whatever.
Yeah.
Pretty weak, honestly.
Weak out of the other two.
Yeah. So, with this one, I guess both me and David discussed about what to do with this show, and I guess we're gonna give it another episode too, because this episode kind of like dragged, and we'll see where it goes from here. So yeah, 2 more episodes for this one. But if you guys want to drop it, go right ahead. Just how you guys feel. Let us know in the comments. Did you drop it, or you're keeping it? Where it go for you? But yeah. With that being said, we move on to the next anime. We have Reborn as a Vending Machine. Now I Wander the Dungeon, episode 3. Oh, speaking of dragon episode.
We stay at the
town?
Yeah.
And it starts off interesting, right? It was like, oh no, the town is attacked. Is the town okay? And we go in and like, yeah, we're fine. We defended it pretty good, but the whole town's kind of wasted.
Yeah, because apparently, the dungeon itself is literally the town itself, so the town could protect itself. Like it had like crossbows and stuff through the windows, so it kind of knew how to defend itself.
Yeah, it's like no one died, but like they took down the 2-headed snake, whatever. And then Boxo was like, yeah, awesome, drinks on me. And like everyone's just intrigued with Boxo again.
Yeah.
There's like one point where like an elf girl comes in. She's like, "Yo, I want change."
Yeah, because because basically he has silver. You know, everyone puts silver in him,
yeah,
and he pretty much Boxo's like, hey, I can't exchange money. How am I able to do that?
yeah,
And they do it the most funniest way, where basically they insert the coin, and then and like in any vending machine, you want your change back kind of
Yeah.
thing. They click on that button and it gives you your change back.
Mm-hmm.
Weird way, but I guess that was the only way they could do it.
Hey, but he got his first gold coin.
Gold coins.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that was I like how like they're carrying like all the gold coins in like that buff dude.
No, they wanted the silver
Yeah.
in that little backpack thingy. And yeah, the episode was pretty much just rebuilding the
town
itself.
What the Boxo could do.
Boxo has the what do you call it? Crane? No, not crane machine. What do you call it? A slot machine kind of event, so you could earn.
Oh yeah, he built in a gacha
stuff.
system.
Yeah. More like a slot machine.
And was it me or like there was a weird part where like he was like a box of condoms or something like that?
I guess they needed it in this thing. They had problems.
That was weird. That came out of left field.
Oh, those vending machines exist. So
No, I know that. It's just like
I guess the way they did it, so I feel like it was more targeted to Japan.
Maybe.
That's why.
I get you.
So it's not like really like up for us to be like, oh, okay, kind of thing. It's it's them because they already know like what some of these certain vending machines do.
Yeah.
So when they talked about it, it's like, oh, it's kind of like they're sponsoring the vending machine. Yeah. Like these do exist,
Yeah. I get
you could get your condom.
I can't wait to Boxo transform into like a good quote of the day ones.
Oh, the luck ones.
Yeah, like the good luck charms.
Yeah, and then he was also a milk machine.
Yeah, it was a milk machine. Obviously, the beer one, and and honestly, it's pretty much the episode. We're really
we extended to. I guess he goes. I forgot to tell you the truth. I do not remember the reason why he goes stealth mode.
Me either. It's all blurred to me. This episode came and went
to identify someone, but yet had to go invisible and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird.
Yeah, this episode.
So he was pretty much being us in the episode where he was just watching what would happen during around him.
Yeah, because there was like random encounters, like the little girl trying to put rocks in him. That was funny, and the whole gotcha thing. And yeah, I mean,
that was it. That was it. Now I could say that was it for the episode.
This episode was boring. Pains me to say it, but I feel like this is the anime where the first episode's so intriguing, so like, oh, out of this world, no way. To like, I feel like later on in the show, you're just not gonna care, or like the effect of the first episode's not gonna stick around.
Mm-hmm.
And I will see. I guess I will give it one more episode because this episode was not that good at all. So
you guys let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the comment what you guys think. Did you already drop it, or we're being too nice with this show? But yeah, that was Reborn as a Vending Machine. Now I won the Dungeon episode 3. With that being said, we move on to the next anime. We have Helck episode 2, and obviously the competition of becoming the next Demon Lord still going on.
This one was funny. I really enjoyed this episode.
So yes, Han comes up with another great idea to do a horse race, and obviously we're going to sabotage our main character Helck. And
I love that they call them horses, even though they do not look like horses.
those weird different mounts.
Yeah.
Like there was a chocobo looking one. There was like
Dinosaur looking one with horns.
all different colors. So I like the variety in that.
And Hecko gets the smallest horse or the tiniest horse, and it was hilarious. It was a tiny cat horse.
Yeah, with big heart.
Yes. Well, not big heart, since he was terrified of the explosion.
Yeah.
So he couldn't go.
He got scared, and Heck was like, "It's all right, buddy. This cannon scared you. It's okay. We could do this."
And then the other two pretty much are the best, and they're against all the demons. What's her name?
Aurora, right? The blue skin
I
demon.
think so.
And then the other guy's his homie. Kronos? Blonde demon?
Yeah.
Yeah, those two, because they are the best of
Kronos, yeah, Kronos, something like that.
they're the best of the two. And so obviously they're in the lead.
They were pretty much competing against each other.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we're not gonna see Cal, what's his name? Our MC?
Oh, Hecko?
Heckle. Yeah, Heckle. We're not gonna see him no more.
Yeah, he's way behind.
Yeah. They knew too that he was sabotaged, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
If I remember.
They were like, man, he got the unlucky draw of the mount. Like, I guess the mounts are like random. They don't get to pick it. So like he was like, damn, I guess his luck ran out. And then bada bing, bada boom. Heckle got that cat to run.
No, he didn't get him to run. He ran with the cat. It was hilarious. That was the most hilarious moment ever. I didn't picture that ever happening. Once he started, the cat was underneath him and he was just running like on top of him. It was hilarious. Jeez.
Hey man, he made it run, right? It's kind of like you keep up with me, yeah.
That was funny.
And then Vermeil's like, "This is cheating. He's not even on his mount. He's not on his horse." And Hana's like, "What do you want me to do? I'm doing everything I can here."
Yeah, Han tried his best, but his best isn't working because this man is running for his life and his horse.
Yeah, and Hecko won that race, right? Or who won that race?
No, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He won it. It was funny too because I keep forgetting his name. Ken Rose. He's like, oh, my man's running too. I'm gonna run as well.
Yeah. I'm running too. And then
he jumps off his horse too, and he starts bucking it too. So it's just the competition between those two, and the pretty much the chick. What's her name again?
Haruna?
Hyra. Haruna? Whatever her name is.
Blue skin demon.
She pretty much said, I'm gonna stay in third, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
I'm gonna be on my chocobo.
And I guess the big major story thing is basically you got introduced to what's his name?
Azurida?
Zudora.
Yeah, the blue-haired
injured guy.
Yeah, he's injured. Obviously, tells Vermilion about the situation, what happened to him. Right before insulting her.
Yes.
And but he basically explains, that
the
fallen
knights,
angels.
Yeah, the knights themselves.
They took over the castle that one general was defending. So now we're in a big pickle.
Like what would happen if Heckle joins them and then we get screwed over? Kind of thinking that way. Like Heckle himself is like,
he's human.
He might be the traitor no matter what.
So like if he does win the competition, what is there to stop him betraying us? So I get they adjust to the competition where this is the final task to reclaim the siege. Is that what I got at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they also got a ring, so they
won't hurt each other.
Yeah.
So that is the stakes. And obviously, I guess there were teases of like who's there. We don't know who it is, but like they seem like, I guess, the impeccable force that's to come.
Yeah.
Because there was like a angel like sitting on the throne or whatever. He seemed serious.
He looked cool right there.
He did look cool. And yeah, that's basically the episode. So whoever gets to claim back the siege is the new demon lord.
And and the basically our MC girl
Vermilion?
is also joining the group as well.
She'll be in the siege.
Yeah, so she'll be in disguise.
Like last time, right?
Yeah, and they don't know it's the girl, of course, like last time. So she's just like a regular demon
Contestant.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cause she did the whole, they know her from the food competition kind of thing.
Yeah.
But she had her longer hair though.
She did.
They questioned that too. It's like, oh, but I cut my hair. That was her excuse. So yeah. We'll see the relationship with both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll grow. It'll grow.
Oh yeah, I think so. I think she'll grow to like Heckle.
Yeah.
So I hope so. But yeah, that was the episode. Good episode. Episode 2. Made us laugh with the whole mount thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, with that being said, we move on to the next anime. We have Regine of the Seven Blades, episode 3. And
continuing in the labyrinth.
Yes, we're continuing from the 2 overstayed students, the succubus and the I want to say necromancer.
I forgot what they call. Oh, scavenger.
Yeah,
And
and
he's a scavenger for some reason.
they basically want to catch their fade. They hate each other. And
Yeah, I thought they were both targeting the
Yeah, I
group,
thought
but
they
then
were
they
working
just gave
together.
up on it.
Yeah, I thought they were working together and setting and plotting the 3 that were in the dungeon a trap. But no,
Yeah.
they just hate each other, and they just wanted to catch their fade. And
That's when I think the teacher came in, right?
yes, was it the teacher?
Oh no, it was
It was like 2 upperclassmen, right?
Nana also joined in.
Oh, yeah,
Remember,
she shows up.
She tried to sacrifice
Yeah, yeah,
herself for
she's
the
like-
greater good.
She was like, "Go on without me. This is where I'm gonna die."
Yeah.
And Oliver's like, "What the hell?"
Oliver himself was like,
Dude, he was pissed off.
yeah, like, why? Why are you trying to sacrifice yourself just for us?
This is
Like
dumb.
that.
Just come with us. Don't be an idiot.
Come with me.
So yeah, we see that the sorceress power is to give birth. That was an interesting power. And yeah, it was a little kaiju fight going on in the background, and that's when the different classmates came in. They were like, "Hey, stop that! Stop punking on the new students. You know you're not supposed to do this. You're older. You should understand."
Alvin and Carlos.
Carlos, yes.
Yeah, those are their names for those 2 guys.
Yes. And yeah, they're basically like, "Yeah, you guys can go back. Just don't be over here. Don't be with the weirdos."
Yeah, and then there goes here comes the whole conversation of her suicide
Yes.
kind of thing.
Her dying in the battlefield.
Yeah.
Because before she got saved, that's where she was at during her war,
Mm-hmm.
which I guess 50,000 men against her 200. So her people were kind of better than 200. I mean 300.
Yeah.
And then the
You know.
Spartans itself.
They were Spartans in a way.
Oh,
Japan Spartans.
yeah. And she's so badass that she was ready to fight the best warrior they had in their army. But turns out she already did.
Yep.
She was like, "I'm ready to fight your son, who's the best warrior in your army." And he was like, "You idiot! You just did. You sliced him in half." I was like, damn, really?"
And then she ended up getting surrounded pretty easy too.
Yeah.
She had time to escape, but nah.
She wanted to die.
She wanted to die.
Die in the battlefield. And
Not when, of course, basically McFarlane.
yes,
Char. What's her name?
Chloe.
Chloe. Yeah.
Yeah, her father comes in. He's like, you seem like a cool person.
I save cool people.
Yeah, you're cool. Join the school.
Yeah, and that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what.
So, like, I think
she's explained to all the other, I guess, friends, and then all other friends are like,
no, don't do that.
yeah, suicide's not cool.
Yeah.
Don't die in the battlefield. Live your life. You got a second opportunity. You should like pursue something else, like Oliver.
So yeah, she changed her ways of the way she was thinking there, and yeah.
Now she finally gets to be a student.
Yes.
Who also is very attached to Oliver.
And she's not good at magic.
Oh yeah, she sucks at magic.
Yeah.
And
guy's guy.
Yeah.
And Pete's Pete.
That was messed up, man. I don't like how Chloe threw Guy under the bus like that.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Guy's time to shine.
I don't think he does.
You think he's just a joke?
Yeah.
You're right. But yeah, then
I guess the bigger one was the whole what's the guy's name?
are you talking about the teacher?
No.
Oh,
purple hair guy or whatever.
Mr. Richard?
Guy. Yeah.
Him pissed off that he gets to look Oliver in the face or whatever, disrespecting his honor.
I think that's him.
Yeah, Mr. Richard, right? That's what Chloe keeps calling him.
I don't remember his name. I just hate that guy.
Yeah.
The student.
Yeah, no one likes him. And I guess he's so... I like how we get a scene with him writing the duel that happens at the end of the episode. And he's like so angry about it. He's like, I'm so angry at Oliver and no way now.
Yeah, he was so intense with that letter.
I was like, damn, man, you're writing that letter angrily. But yeah, before that, we get a scene with
Mr. Andrews. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we get a scene with Katie, and she's
like, God,
she's like, don't kill the troll that killed those two wolves.
I feel sorry for that wolf, man.
I know.
Should have ended that ogre.
You know, for a girl that likes life, what about the wolves that died?
I know they tried to defend, man.
Yeah, they were trying to save you, Miss walking by herself spell.
Yeah. Fell into my trap card.
Yeah.
Girl. You fool. Yeah. But then she got a friend that's also into saving the animals.
Verera?
Yeah.
Yeah, Verera, another upperclassman who also believes in her ideals of all living creatures should be saved and respected. But yeah, she ended up protecting that big troll from Darius? The teacher?
Yes.
AKA,
I'm getting executed.
Yes, aka Mr. Snape.
Yes.
Harry Potter.
That was pretty much it of the episode.
Yeah, I mean, I like this episode. I like Noe's now true ambition to become a student and not be suicidal in the battlefield. And I wonder how the fight between Oliver and Noe with Richard is gonna go.
No, Andrews.
Oh, Andrews. Oh, forgive me.
Richard was the teacher.
Oh.
Mr. Andrews.
Mr. Andrews? Okay. Mr. Andrews. Well, yeah. Good episode. Do you say keep? This is 3 episodes.
Yeah, so far, yeah. For now, so far, continue. For now.
Yeah. I'm thoroughly enjoying the show. For a lot of reasons. So, yeah, keep. And with that being said, we move on to the next anime. We have Undead Girl Murder Farce, episode 3. And this is obviously continuing on from episode 2 with more clues, more questions.
Yes, more clues.
Who is the murderer? There's a murderer in the house.
Yeah, I love how aggressive the whole family got when they're like, "Oh, it could be one of you," kind of thing.
Like, why would it be one of us? Why would we kill our mom? Hey, man, anything's possible.
It could be anyone.
Yeah,
It's Clue right now.
it is Clue, and I love Clue. I never win it, but I, love Clue. But she asked some good questions, like, what?
Well, I like how she basically like figures out like certain stuff, like with the wagon man.
Yeah, like his attire,
his drinking habits and how much the wife loves him and stuff.
like him dropping his food on his vest,
Yeah,
and like how long he's been out here. So
it kind of shows like what she's capable of to do
yeah,
while being in that cage.
Mm-hmm.
She could tell what by just looking at what he wears and stuff.
And one of the boys said like kind of like Sherlock Holmes, and she's like, yeah, I know that story. I don't want to meet him though. He's a big weirdo. It was just ironic because I'm looking at her. but yeah, she gets down and dirty. She's like, yo, so where were you at 12, between 12 and 1:45? What were you doing? And
Yeah, so everyone gets kind of question, and it got to the point where it might be the oldest son and Alfred,
the butler.
Yeah,
Which makes sense because from what they said in their part, it leaves vague interpretation of what they were doing the last hour.
yeah.
Especially,
So it's not 100% sure, but it's like the big, it's more, these two are the most like possible,
exactly. And
then of course they did the whole hunting thing.
mhm.
That's one from last episode. We got a teaser of this hunter in the forest kind of thing.
Which paid off.
Yeah.
He tries to attack the main head.
No, he got shot by him.
Yeah, he got shot in the neck, and obviously, it wasn't like a silver stake or whatever. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. I'm like, I'm still thinking that might be the one that murdered.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He
Because
might sneak
of his whole like, there's been 3 family members I've experienced dead.
Yeah. I
But
don't know. I find him really like he wanted to end this guy off. Like even though like he could have got killed, but it was a regular arrow. He was literally gonna kill the guy like right out on the spot, even though they're not supposed to kill humans.
Oh, because he's a human ally, right?
Yeah. So why is he doing that? Kind of. To me, it was kind of hinting that so far.
Gotcha.
So there's like red flags with him right now. Even though our girl said it might be the butler or the oldest son, but
I think all the clues are like leading to Alfred himself.
Yeah.
Because especially when we interviewed the hunter.
Oh, that one too. That was another thing.
Like he obviously wanted to redeem his master, who the master vampire kind of killed. Hugo, the vampire hunter, and obviously he just wanted to avenge him. And then the reason why his master took the job because he had an ally inside the house. So at this point now it's leading down to whoever's in that house, and it all points lead to Alfred. But in my opinion, just throw a curveball.
Ah, jeez, stop, man.
Let me say my piece.
It was Dio.
It was Dio all along.
Yeah.
Always coming in.
Yeah, that sneaky little vampire.
Yeah. I want to say it was the maid.
Oh, the maid?
Just throw a curveball.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
You weren't saying that earlier, but yeah.
I wasn't. See, I threw a curveball.
I don't want your curveball no more.
That's fine. Who do you guys think murdered the wife of the vampire? Let us know in the comments.
If only Batman was here.
If only.
He would solve this. He'll solve this.
If only Sherlock was here.
Nah, he's weird apparently. What she said.
And oh yeah, we also get a little bit of lore of what difference between a vampire and an Oni is. That was a cool fact.
Yeah.
And I guess the humans, this particular.
Well, he wanted to know because the vampires didn't know that the Japanese, basically him, the guy, mortality, you know, they didn't think it existed because vampires do die eventually. So they're not entirely immortal unless they're a specific thing that keeps them immortal. You get me?
Yeah.
And for our boy in general, he pretty much lives on forever, kind of thing, with our detective girl
In the cage.
Yeah.
So yeah. Obviously, next episode we'll be concluding this mystery, and we'll see from there. But other than that, we'll move on to the next anime. We have My Happy Marriage, episode 3. And God, Mio's such adorable. I just want to give her a big one. Just like of all like the things she's so accustomed from her old lifestyle. Like even you know, our future husband, he's like, man, how bad did she had before? Like she's supposed to be like royalty blood, right? Royalty family, but she doesn't act like one. And it's like he's getting to him. It's like, man, I should do something about it.
Yeah, so now he actually like looks up, like gets someone to look up her information, pretty much.
Yeah, he does a background check.
Yes.
While that's happening, he's like, hey, want to go into town and, you know, come with me?
And then she's like, you want to go with me?
Want to be a hindrance, a disturbance? And he's like, no, stop thinking like that. Like, I want you to come to town, like a date. And he's just like, like a date. And it's so sad, like, when she's getting ready to go, she didn't know how to put makeup because she didn't borrow.
Cinderella over here.
Yeah, it's a Cinderella.
Yeah. She don't know how to go to the ball, so she's like completely lost on what to do.
So obviously the old maid, she's like, I'll help you.
I think the most thing that was upsetting was what the father said, pretty much. He gave up on their daughter right after the magic thing, and I was like, damn, so you just disown your own daughter just because she doesn't have magic.
It's messed up.
Yeah.
Jacked up.
But the thing is that she has it's hidden, you know, that super, you know, ghost powers that she has not received yet.
Yeah, from her mother's bloodline.
Yeah.
Which apparently is like a legend, which they thought it was gone.
Yeah.
But she's
she got the power.
Yeah. As we know of, I don't know now, but like she has that potential. Maybe if they gave birth to one, they'll be super powerful, something like that.
That's what the father of what's his name?
Oh, the childhood friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he was like, why don't you give us Mio and not your other daughter? And it's like, hey, you didn't ask. And we couldn't like refuse pseudo family bloodline like that. It was a perfect opportunity.
And Maya is, you know, she don't got power, so it doesn't matter.
She's useless. She's trash.
I don't care about her.
Yeah. I
I threw her to the wolves, kind of.
And then obviously
I don't care if she dies or not. That's how it felt.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
It was shitty. But that kind of gave the light bulb to the dad. He's like, oh, so you don't care what happens to her? He's like, nope, not at all. All right then. Which leaves, I guess, to interpretation of why at the end there was like a bunch of Shinigamis following our husband.
It was like a shuriken slash what do you call it? Origami. Origami.
Yeah, Shinigamis.
Yeah.
That's what they are. Which was cool. I liked his power. Like he fucking fireball jutsu that.
That was funny. I just remember of Sasuke when he used to do that.
I thought it was cool.
So when he did it, it was funny.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Wasn't badass.
No, it was funny just to re-see this again. 'Cause I wasn't expecting him to do something like that.
I know, man. With this show, like I keep forgetting about the supernatural element.
Supernatural magic powers, man. All right.
Yeah.
Right.
So when it does happen, I'm like, oh crap, I forgot. Because I'm so invested with Mio herself. Like,
yeah, you keep thinking it's Cinderella, you know?
Yeah.
No, we got magic also.
And bloodlines. But yeah, it was cute when both him and Mio are in the town, shopping for Komodos, getting her a new Komodo because hers are worn out.
Yeah, they're drags.
Yeah. So, but there's one Komodo that stands out for both of them. And it's the pink one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reminder of her.
But the more important one was the gift.
Ah, yes.
He gave Mio.
Yes, because when they came back home, he gave her a gift, which was a new comb. And I thought it was very...
That, and then the thing I learned in this episode is, and at least at that time period, if you give a comb to a girl, well, a girl in general, that means marriage.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. Because it's a fancy comb.
Yeah.
He didn't think of it. He was like, oh, I bought her a comb.
Yeah. Since hers was like worn out too.
Yeah.
So obviously she was like,
she was kind of like thankful in a way. At the same time, like, oh, I don't deserve this kind of gift.
Cinderella.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it was cute, wholesome, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah, I know I'm wholesome.
Not you. You're not wholesome at all.
Sometimes I feel like Mio.
You ain't no Cinderella.
Sometimes I feel like trash.
Cinderella. You need to find yourself a filler.
Oh god.
But
yeah, I feel sorry for her.
No, yeah. I wish always the best for me.
Give her luck. Luck and fortune, but luck and fortune is not going her side right now. Because family is attacking. Family and family friends.
Damn.
We'll see how both our MCs survive this.
Mm-hmm.
Battle to receiver.
Yep. And wish for the best, and like always, I just want to give her a hug. Everything's gonna be all right. Hopefully.
Thinking Bob Marley?
A little bit.
Don't worry about a thing.
Oh god. But yeah, obviously this is a keep 3-parter. So just looks beautiful and obviously very attached to the story, especially with our main female lead, Mio.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll see what happens next episode. With that being said, we move on to the next anime. We have a Rurouni Kenshin 2023 episode 3, and
yay.
we get we're back where we left off with the kid Yahiko getting beat up,
nice,
getting destroyed,
getting what he deserved. That's
oh, damn. And the gang bring to the gang leader. They're like, so why'd you stop stealing? And he's like, I ain't about that life no more. Blah, 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 blah,
I'm
blah.
a samurai.
Yeah. And he's like, whoa, you're gonna die.
Then you die.
And then lo and behold, who comes to save the day, David?
Batman.
No, it's not Batman.
Wonder Woman.
Are you just gonna name superheroes?
Iron Man.
Saitama. No, it's Kenshin. Rurouni Kenshin comes in, slams the doors, and was like, yo, what up?
I'm here to collect debt. I mean, here to save the day.
Hell yeah.
Save someone's life.
Like you pointed out, he's like, Kenshin just comes in and saves the day. Like
Every moment.
yeah,
Whenever he appears.
whenever there's trouble,
You know who to call.
Rurouni Kenshin.
Jeez.
So, but hey, he sent that man flying, hit the ceiling. I was like, damn.
That's amazing.
Hey man, for a guy who doesn't kill, yeah, it is amazing.
Used to kill.
Yes, used to kill, no longer. He's no longer a murderer.
I don't know, man. I just don't like this kid.
He doesn't deserve this pity.
No.
And
it sucked for Kamea?
Oh, talking about the girl?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I felt sorry for her.
Yeah. Like she's trying her best, to be what do you call it? A master of her dojo. That moment where Kenshin was like that whole like
all the like apprentices coming
that were coming to get trained by the master.
Yeah.
That weren't even for her. It was basically Kenshin, and he's like, I don't want apprentice. Sorry,
I'm not training my technique.
Yeah.
If y'all here for Kuro, go right ahead. And they all looked dipped. That was sad.
Yeah.
And then
she had her own own members too, and that was sad too for her.
Yeah, when the two former students came back to ask for aid, she didn't even question about it. She was like, "Yeah, I got your back." Pa, 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 from these two thugs, which we find out with the help of Yahiko. Like, nah, they're lying to you, girl. These guys reek of alcohol. And you could just tell by their face they're liars.
I guess before that, what's his name?
Yahiko?
Yahiko basically is like, I don't want to be with this hag, know.
She's not worthy.
She's not worthy of me being a samurai kind of thing. So he brought up the whole thing, and then it was a back and forth kind of thing. But going back to what you said, basically, whole
Yahiko telling her the truth is like, hey,
yeah,
they're lying to you. Don't trust what they're saying. And now we're in this situation with this whole gang shows up to like destroy your dojo. So if we just give them up, they don't have to mess with us. But that ain't the case, because gang leader shows up. Is like, nah. Since you were sheltering these two fools,
now I'm after her too.
I'm after both of you.
And then pretty much she's like, I offer myself.
Yeah.
Let those three go.
They got dirty a little bit. I was like, ugh. But who comes to save the day, David?
Wolverine.
Nice. When did he
it.
show up? I mean, it makes sense. He was in Japan at one point.
Yes, he was. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man too?
Yeah, man.
Damn. Oh, Japanese Spider-Man?
Yeah.
With his mech?
Yes.
Damn. A lot of superheroes just show up in this show. That's
I
crazy.
know, it's crazy.
That's, I guess, to pay homage, right?
Yeah. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, but it was Jotuna.
Jeez.
No, it was Kenshin again. He's like, yo, what up? What's going on here? And they had a interesting weapon, wooden cannon, which is
I guess because since that period of time you can't have weapons, so they made something as a weapon, but it's not technically a gun or a cannon or like stuff like that. You get me?
Yeah. It's a fake cannon that shoots balls.
Yeah,
but like
and it hurts.
Yeah, but since it was like close quarters, it has an impact, breaking stuff. And since
the dojo was getting hit.
Yeah, and then
it was like a ship. In a boat.
And so they see Kenshin, they're like, screw this guy, we're gonna shoot him with our cannon. Boom! What happens?
I got shot.
Kenshin got shot. He's dead. End of the show. Damn. We had a good 3 episodes, guys.
No, he deflected the bullet, all right?
Yeah, he sliced it in half, bro.
Yeah.
It was badass, right?
No.
Aw.
Kind of. It was pretty predictable.
Yeah,
There was a lot of scenes in this episode that were pretty predictable. So I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. Kind of figured what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Even though I never seen the show.
It plays a beat.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned, which you brought up a good point. Whenever Kenshin shows up, he basically saves the day.
And so far, at least for me wise, there's not a actual goal so far, story wise.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting until we get that thing. Other than that, I'm like, jeez. I just want them to get away from kind of the episodic thing.
Villain of the day.
Yeah.
And finally fight our main villain or whatever.
Yeah.
No, I feel you. I get you. I don't know when that's gonna be. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen the show, so
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, I'll probably give it like another episode too. This was pretty iffy with me too. So we'll see with Rurouni Kenshin, because I know this is gonna be a long one. So I'm just asking myself, am I willing to take the ride with it? And I feel like you're the same way too, Dave, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. This one's still on the iffy boat.
You guys tell us too.
Yeah, what do you guys think about the past 3 episodes? Yeah, it's crazy to say it's been 3 episodes.
Yep.
But yeah, so far we have 3 shows on the boat, and we'll see. That being said, that was episode 3 of Rurouni Kenshin, and with that show, we move on to the next. We have Horimiya, The Missing Piece, episode 4, and cozy episode.
The table episode.
Yes, the heat table. That was the main star of this episode.
Yeah, like the whole episode was literally at that table.
Yeah,
We didn't leave that table like at all.
yeah. Hori's house was the main character.
Well, for like I think 3 parts were basically at that
table.
that table.
Which is I like them. I like them when we were at the table. It's just the fun shenanigans, like Hori and Miyamura and the dad just tangled their feet together. I don't know how. They just got tangled into like one move and they're like, ow, it's not moving. I was like, I need to go pee though.
Shouldn't have drank that tea, right? Crazy.
And like the little brothers that doesn't even feel anything. Obviously short.
He tiny boy.
And I love the solution. It's like, why don't you just all lay in one side?
Pretty much.
And what was the other shenanigans?
Kyo basically came over, red-haired dude.
Oh, Son Goku's dad?
Yeah.
Hey.
No, not him.
Oh, Son Goku himself?
Son Goku himself came in
Oh,
first.
yeah, because his dad was... Hori's dad is like, hey, how's your dad doing?
Because the dad, of course, knows him.
Yeah,
They were high school friends or
childhood friends.
childhood friends.
So,
And then Hori and Son Goku, right? Yeah.
yeah, they're
They-
both childhood friends.
They're childhood friends.
As we could tell from the little photo memory book. That was a fun moment though. Like yeah, you know, I gotta ask you guys a question. You think it's weird that Hori changes right in front of me, and they're like, what the hell? Yeah, that's freaking weird. Why? And it's like, I don't think she's just so comfortable around me. I told her about it, but she doesn't give a damn.
But if it's the other way around, I think no, it was the bathroom thing, right?
Yeah.
If it's the other way around, no, hell no.
Yeah, Hori won't change in front of Miyamura. And then she's
Son Goku or what? I keep forgetting his name.
the red hair guy, right?
Yeah.
Talking about the red hair guy?
Yeah.
His name's Son Goku.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't give a damn about him. Because they're tight. They're like known since childhood, as we saw in one photo. And they took a bath together. And then he's like, oh, what I don't want to see that. And they call him a lolicon. That was funny.
I love the little cuts to like a new part, like a new little arc kind of thing, or the episode that got moved over.
Yeah,
Kind of thing.
yeah.
The cutaways. There you go.
Yeah, the transitions.
The transitions. Those were cool. Like it looked like a Polaroid kind of image.
Mhm.
So I enjoyed that part.
I think I like the ending with the whole Son Goku's dad and Hori's dad beefing like they're back in high school. And like how they're all like they're in the house at that table, and they're like, Son Goku's like, why am I here?
I think my favorite one was where they were eating the Japanese like orange.
Oh yeah.
That was my super favorite part of this episode. That was like the most cutest moment in this episode in general.
Oh, when like he sucks her finger.
And no, the giving her the orange.
Oh yeah,
in her mouth, like I'll kiss you if you eat the orange.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah, because she was trying to limit herself, right? She ate 2 and she didn't want no more. It's like, come on, I already peeled this orange already for you.
Yeah. that was a fun one.
Yeah, that was fun. And then one got dirty. The whole finger thing. Man, a lot of stories in that table. That's awesome. Yeah, just a fun episode, honestly. This is like the perfect spinoff because it's nothing serious. It's just like, yeah, we're having fun. This is the things we couldn't show because we didn't have enough time for it.
Should have just made it a long series at that point. I mean, like 24 episodes, you know?
Yeah.
They could have done that.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, so far having fun.
Just fun old time. Fun old time with Horimiya.
And we move on to the next anime. We have The Duke of Death and His Maid, Season 2, Episode 3.
Yeah, Episode 3.
So yeah. What did you think about this episode, Ravi?
It was really cool. Like Episode 3 was all around. It just. I was honestly surprised seeing Episode 3 because I'm like, oh man, are they actually going to break his curse? Which, you know, obviously you'll see it later that there's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts attached to it. So, but no, it was all around. It was very cool. We get introduced to Amelia, the octopus. No, it was weird. It was not the witch who's an octopus. She's an octopus.
Yeah.
That's how she introduces herself as.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed their whole banter too in the beginning too.
Yeah. The way she like walks in, she's like, I'm in need of water. I'm thirsty, but it's like, oh wait, no, she's an octopus. She actually needs like a bathtub
and salt water. No, the salt water.
Oh yeah, salt
the big
water.
Thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was really funny when they were introducing, when she was talking about how she was married previously. I was thinking, I'm like, oh, maybe she's talking about their butler, the family butler that she was married to. But no, it was actually the circus leaders. Zacho,
yeah.
Zacho, yeah.
We got introduced to him last
cute.
episode, right? Or yeah, the last episode.
Yes. When what was his name? Daleth and Cuff. Oh no, Zane and Cuff.
Zane and Cuff, yeah.
Yeah, Zane and Cuff, when they were showing kind of like where they're residing in the human world, and yeah, it turns out they're actually circus performers now. So I thought that was really cool.
And the I guess the big thing is like, I guess he kind of knows already what they are in general, like witches.
Oh yeah.
Because he's married to a witch, so maybe that's why he brought him into the actual circus.
It makes a lot of sense, honestly, given that, like, in this world, like, yeah, you know, you're generally supposed to fear witches, or, you know, and all that. But yeah, if Zacho was actually married to one, then yeah, that makes sense now. It makes way more sense now, like, why he's so, like, accommodating towards all these, like, freaks and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Make a little money on the side, you know.
But he does miss his wife, just like she misses him.
Yeah. Also, one thing that I don't remember if that got brought up on the first season or not. But the fact that Alice can see ghosts.
Oh yeah.
That just casually got brought up in this episode.
Oh, that little section, right?
Yeah. It was like it wasn't. It was kind of important to the main plot of the episode, but not really. Like, it was just kind of like, oh, so you could see ghosts, right, Alice? It's
no,
like,
it's not that she.
No, except for this
yeah,
one.
no, it's not that she can't see it, but she could hear it for some reason.
Right. Yeah. So I was like, okay, this is a thing, I guess. Oh man.
What else?
And then that whole thing with the ghost taking over her body, I was like, oh,
That was funny.
Yeah. I was expecting that to be like kind of like the main part, I guess, of that half, but that only lasted for like a minute, if anything. And
what's crazy about this show? It's like it's episodic with like story too.
Yeah, it's very. I like that it's very lighthearted. You know, like it's very, like it. Yeah, you know, it takes itself seriously when it needs to. Like the fact that the Duke can't touch anyone, you know, or anything, you know, because otherwise they die. But they go through that grief. They go through that struggle that he went through.
Of course.
And he has that level of support, and he has that level of emotional, and what I love about this season in particular is that Alice and the Duke truly love each other. Like, that's not something that they hide. Like, that's just front and center, which is really cool.
You know what's funny too? I don't say it with Omar as much, because Omar, I guess he thinks it's like ecchi half the most of the time. But I look at it both ways. Like, they have the romance and the etchiness at the same time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the thing is that it serves just kind of their closeness. You know, like she's not going to just do that randomly to some random person.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's the Duke. Yeah.
Especially from last episode too.
Oh yeah.
But it's so cute at the same time for some reason. Like, ecchi with cute. It was weird.
It walks that fine line of just like, you know, where it's like, oh, it's if you go any further, it's gonna be perverted, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, it is adorable. Like, it's kind of weird. It definitely walks a very fine line that could easily just, you know, slip or fall kind of thing. But I thought it was adorable. Yeah, overall, I thought it was a great episode. You know, we get more information regarding Daleth and her, and turns out she has a twin sister now, or I guess she had a twin sister, but she died somehow, even though she was the most powerful witch. That
makes sense now, that from last season, you know. Because they said the witch died, you know. We didn't know about that were twins and stuff, so I guess a little bit of more information on that.
Yeah.
But in the opening, we see both of them for some reason. So I'm curious if she's dead, but she's a corpse.
I'm thinking part of because another thing that Daleth wants is for the Duke to actually obtain Zane's time magic.
Oh, so what did you think about the time magic thing? Because I told, like, me and Omar discussed what the time magic was. Like, I thought of it more like Steins Gate. Like,
yeah, that's what I was thinking of too. Like, it's very like, I think with the time magic, it's kind of similar to, you know, like Josuke from Part 4 of JoJo, how he's able to heal things.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like when when Josuke wanted to heal his grandpa, he wanted to bring him back. Like no, that's he's already dead. Like
Yeah.
you can't bring your powers can't bring him back from can't bring him back to life.
You know what? That one sounds way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I thought when I was seeing how because a lot of people suspect that like Josuke's powers or Josuke's stand abilities are kind of time related. So that's kind of how I see Zane's magic abilities, you know, in this show. It's like, oh, it's kind of time abilities, but there's like certain rules and stuff that he has to abide by. And it's like, oh yeah, that's one of them.
And that's the thing. She doesn't know either. So like the fact that she doesn't know like if she could reverse or remove the curse off of him, and she doesn't know she doesn't know the spell would work, the time magic would work for her, for what.
Right. Yeah.
So that's what's interesting right now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh,
I
that
agree.
was cute last episode with Cuff and Zane.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
When they were little kids, childhood friends. But yeah, it was a great episode. This episode was I enjoyed it a lot.
I agree. Yeah, no, all around this whole season for Duke and his maid, I think is great. Like it carries on from what the last season left off on, you know, which obviously incentivizes you to definitely watch season 1
Of course.
for sure. Like definitely just watch the show in general. And yeah, it's just an all around improvement, which I feel like animation wise, it's definitely. It's been a while since I've seen season 1, but I feel like it's definitely improved since the first season.
Of course.
The animation.
But yeah, we're gonna have to move on to the next anime. We have Zombie 100 Bucket List of the Dead, episode 3.
Episode 3. Oh man,
dude, this show it's blowing my mind.
It is, yeah. It's just I remember I saw a comment saying that like, what if David, I don't know if you've seen Shaun of the Dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like you basically take a Shaun of the Dead approach to a zombie anime. Because most zombie anime is very like gloom and gloom. It's like you take the seriousness of the situation.
This has Shaun of the Dead and Dawn of the Dead at the same time.
Oh yeah,
because does
like,
have.
They always open up with like these really terrifying situations. Like the last episode with the couple right beneath Akira's apartment.
Yeah.
Like they died. They just straight up died, and it's like, yeah, that's the reality of their situation. But Akira kind of like, given his previous life, you know, as kind of like an employee to a black company.
And that's the thing too. Not only the zombie part, but what happens to him in general. Like his whole friend thing too is like, it kind of hit to me too. Like that's something like I related to, you know. You kind of get jealous of friends' success sometimes.
Oh yeah, it's just so much. It's just so easy to do so, especially, you know, with social media, being able to see how, you know, people's successes and kind of where they are in life, despite them being in the same age range. Yeah, I totally, I absolutely understand that, and it's just this episode I feel like hits that nail right on the head when they show Akira with his friend Kensho that he calls. His full name is Kenichicho, I believe. Yeah, they call him Kensho. Yeah. But yeah, you see his situation where he's at a brothel, and it's like he's in a bondage room. He's like, well, this was not expecting that I'd go this route.
Yeah, Akira's just enjoying himself while this man is literally on death's door.
Yeah, like you literally see Akira. He's just kind of like, oh man, my beard's growing in now. Like, I think I look pretty good. You know, I look like a movie star. And that was his bucket list. You know, it's like grow a really cool beard.
Hey man, just like any adult, man, you have that list of what you're gonna do. You know, because you know life is short. Like in the beginning of the episode, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. That is absolutely true. Like it is 100% just kind of like again, it's just kind of like a perspective thing, you know. It's like, what do you do with whatever time you have left? It's like, oh, I got a bucket list. This is what I want to do before I turn into a zombie.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just the stuff what happens with Kensho and like just kind of and then of course the host club too.
Oh,
like
damn.
that was pretty much what the episode opened up to, was that host club, and the little girl just like crying. You see like the list of all the pretty boys and stuff that work there, and they're all trying to keep it together. They have their own survivor group, and man, that was crazy.
They got slayed down, except the number one man. He survived.
Yeah, the number one. Like, I was hoping for the worst, but hey, Akira pulled through. So I definitely can see that, like, okay, they're definitely doing some kind of setup here. They're definitely going to be showing him, or I guess his group later on. I feel like there has to be some kind of correlation as to why they gave him some importance in this episode.
And why he lived, I guess, right?
Oh yeah. Why he lived, but yeah, no, I feel bad for the other hosts, because yeah, they got mollywopped.
Oh yeah,
in that outcome.
Dude, this show is so beautiful too, as well.
Yeah, oh my
animated.
gosh, the animation, it's done by OLM too. It's the same people that made Komi. So right, I think
this studio's brand new.
Oh right, no. You know what? You're right. It's a Bug Studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a brand new studio. Wow. Yeah, I forgot. Wow, that's insane.
it gave me the vibe of Trigger when it comes to the action scenes. Whenever like something like insane happens, it has that spontaneous kind of movement, kind of thing that always happens every episort.
Oh, definitely. And the use of color, oh my god, like color is such a huge part of the anime.
I love the replacement of the blood color, because it makes it more like, it makes it unique than just censoring it white like other shows.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's such a huge it's such a huge, like, you know, eye opener. Like, it just pops, like the color. That's the thing, right? When it comes to zombie anime or zombie shows in general, they always have to be sepia tone. They always have to be gray. You know, they have to lack color. But no, this one's like just embraces just the full on color.
Yeah,
which is fantastic.
Like I told Omar, this has epitome of serious moments and a shonen at the same time.
Oh yeah, definitely. And again, the shonen part pulls through, because whenever Akira is involved, like, oh, you know that he's not gonna get touched, you know. He's like he has that main MC superpower.
Oh man, but
it's not a bad thing at all.
But that moment with his friend, you know, they revealed what they said. Like, they pretty much poured out their heart. Like, hey man, I'm sorry, you know. Like, even if it's this apocalyptic moment right now, he just literally had to let his true feelings over his friend. And of course, it was the same thing with his, you know, the other way around, where his friend was like, my job wasn't any good either, you know. I lied, you know.
Yeah.
And it hurts, you know.
Oh my gosh, yeah. When he showed his, like, oh, this is the girlfriend the supermodel girlfriend that I'm dating, and like, oh I just have like this contract. Like, no, he's straight up. He's like, no, this isn't what I want to do. My all-time favorite dream, I want to be a stand-up comedian. I'm like, wow, I can relate, you know. Sometimes it's not just a matter of monetary success, it's what makes you happy.
Yeah, what would keep you alive, you know, like keep you going, you know, because some, you know, you have a job and you're like, you don't connect with it, you know. Yeah. And you just stay with it, and it just stays numb no matter what, you know. Exactly, yeah. And you didn't get at least give it a try, whatever you had a dream of, you know. At least when you gave that, you know, like, maybe if you wanted to be an artist, you should go for your artistry first. Give it a try, you know. And if it fails, you know, you could always go to a different job, you know. Exactly. But at least you tried. You know?
Yeah, it's always a matter of just putting, what's that common phrase? Like treat yourself. You always gotta put yourself in front, and that's it's just kind of like one of those things. It's just kind of like whatever makes you happy kind of moments, and that's in full display right here with Kensho. He's not happy at all, but as soon as Akira like pushes through, it's like damn, it really hits you, and that's one of the things I was kind of worried with this episode. I'm like, man, I hope like this guy looks really cool, and you do see him in the OP, but like OP obviously shows him with like blonde hair and stuff like that. So yeah. I was kind of like looking it back. I'm like, this is that character, right? This is the character that shows up in the OP ED. I'm not sure.
No, yeah.
He has blonde hair. I don't know.
No, yeah, no. He probably dyes it maybe later on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But that was the thing. I was like, okay. I just want to make sure he lives.
No.
was not expecting how he pulls off though, because we see them like run up to the rooftop, and then all that happens, and he jumps, and it's like, wow.
He was in his birthday suit.
He was in his birthday suit, and I was like, oh.
But that's how.
Gets the laughs.
No, but that's how they both connected. That's how best friends they are.
Yeah. You're just like sitting down in your birthday suit with your best bud in his birthday suit, having some beer, watching the stars. That's best friends right there,
Mm-hmm.
Well, who else but your best friend would you get naked to with? Just lying down watching the stars. It's gotta be with your best friend in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. But yeah,
I'm so happy that Akira like has like, yeah, that was in his bucket list. It's like, oh, I want to watch the stars with my best friend.
I hope
one thing I noticed is that he also wants to fall in love too.
Of course, I already have a feeling he's gonna end up maybe with the chick that saved him.
Yeah.
What's her name?
I don't remember if they actually said her name yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember, but yeah, the mysterious girl from the second episode.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll just keep it there for now. Yeah, so I love these types of anime that just has that cast, because that it's gonna be eventually we're gonna have 4 people. We're gonna have like the 4 main people from the girl from the second episode, Kensho, Akira, and then I'm assuming
girl I'm looking
the foreigner. So,
but yeah,
it's gonna be cool.
I can't wait for next episode. This show is one of my favorites so far. Like out of the new shows, this is my top one so far.
Yeah, I think so. I think so for me too. Yeah, this is these top shows are like they're definitely proving to be like contenders for top anime of the year, I think.
But I know Jujutsu Kaisen is still number 1. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. I mean, Jujutsu Kaisen. That's a whole different ballgame.
But this one is up there with them,
Oh yeah,
it's a great start so far, and I'm enjoying this show a lot.
Oh yeah, dude. Same here.
But yeah, we're gonna have to move on to the next anime.
Yep.
We have Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation, season 2, episode 3.
Episode 3. Oh man, how do we approach the content of this episode in a
okay, so I guess Rudis and the girl, what's her name? Sarah, yeah. So they were basically Sarah's trying to kind of hit it off with Rudis in a way, since they've been what is it like they've been as a group for a while, right? In this episode, it started off like they already like had like a week or 2.
Because the last episode showed it showed Rudius saving Sarah, which we saw. They were obviously, the relationship was in a rocky start because he was down in the dumps with the whole Eris thing. She's the whole thing with her, she's basically kind of like what Eris was to Rudius. It's like, oh, she's just like her, but like I don't really care about her too much. But naturally, because of him saving her, they start getting closer and closer, and they go on a date.
If anything, she was the one getting closer to him. I guess he was trying to.
He was just kind of taking it.
Yeah.
He was like there wasn't anything. It was just for him. It was just kind of that moving on thing. He's like, okay,
like should I
just want to move on.
Yeah, should I start again? Like, do I get in a relationship in a way?
Right.
Should I butt myself
obviously
out?
And obviously he thought, yeah, I'm totally in the right mindset to actually move on, but yeah,
it got
so much.
It got hot and heavy, but his body said no.
Yeah.
Pretty much. His body said no, and she got upset over that, and she left. Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And this really, like, again, it dropped Brutus again to his low,
Oh, yeah.
Like, what's wrong with me? That's his major goal right now.
Yeah, it's this season is definitely proving Rudius to be a very, very complex character, with his emotions. It's just so much highs, so much lows, and when the lows hit though, it goes so low. Like he is like literally at the end of his rope in regards to where his mental health is. Like that's the thing, it's like it's how our boy Rudius has been through so much in regards to abandonment issues and everything that like they even straight up say that like, oh, Rudius, I think you just have a fear of women and just have a fear of rejection.
Yeah, like the scene that pretty much gave out like, oh, he finally got to his limit was basically when he started drinking at the bar. Like I think this is the first time we ever see him like get like drunk.
Yeah.
Or try to get drunk.
Definitely.
That's when
up until that.
Oh, go.
Yeah, up until that point, you've always seen Rudius for the most part having some kind of control in himself. Like whether it was for the better or for the worst, he had some level of just straight up mental control of just kind of like, okay, I'm going to only release however much information I need to, but never just pour his heart out like he did with what's his name?
Soldat.
Soldat. Yeah. So that was definitely like a different side of Rudius that you don't really get to see a lot of.
Yeah,
at least in the open.
It was insane, that part where he was just punching him. Like he finally like released everything that like everyone was saying around him and stuff like that.
Now that I think about it, hey, you know what? Something that I noticed, I might have to rewatch it later, but I'm pretty sure you don't really hear his older like past voice in this episode.
No, you do. You do? But like little pieces. There's just little pieces.
Yeah. It's not like full monologues that usually happen in like other episodes.
Because he brings it up like, oh, the Soldat is not really a bad guy, He's a good guy if his first impression of it, he
right.
He gave him a bad thing, but in general he was not a bad guy.
Yeah.
So that's the whole conversation when he had it in his head kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what Soldat gave, like, they didn't know what was wrong with him in general. Why was he like that? So Soldat just pretty much took him to a brothel, and he tried to see if it worked out right there with Alice.
With Sarah.
No, Sarah? No, well, I mean Alice, the brothel lady.
Oh, right. Elise.
Elise, my bad. Elise.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out.
So you want to know something interesting that I noticed with Elise is Elise, a lot of her physical features is very close to Eris.
No,
even
I know.
Her name too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's at least Eris. Like I'm like, there's definitely a lot of like similarities here.
Yeah, that red hair does not it's not different, you know.
Yeah.
So similar.
Yep.
But yeah. So Rudis is pretty much like, I don't know what's wrong with me. She brings up then that's when you said he brings up the fact that are you afraid of women?
Right.
And he thought he wasn't. No, he thought it in his head too. It was like, am I really afraid of women?
It's just one of those things. It's just kind of like you just have to self-reflect on.
Yeah. Oh, the tough part was at the end. Poor girl.
Oh, I know. She didn't like it's already bad enough because there was no conversation in that previous scene she was in. So I'm pretty sure she probably felt guilty on herself that maybe she didn't live up to Rudius, in terms of her physical appearance and everything.
Yeah.
And then
especially
all of a sudden,
at the end.
Rudius is in a drunken state, just like saying, "Oh, who needs her anyway? I need a real woman." And I'm like, "Oh, come on." Sarah didn't need to hear that.
Soldat should have just straight out say, "Hey, she's behind you, man."
No.
I would have said it, man. Like literally, "Hey, turn around. She's there." Before even when he started saying all that stuff, I would have just said, "Hey, she's behind." And I was like, "Damn it, Rude." And then Rudis, you should have just went to her. But I guess he went back to his old mentality and he just gave up in life at that moment. So he tried to kill himself.
Yeah.
But Soldat was quick on that. I was like, "Damn, you fast."
Thank goodness too, because that, like the way he did it too, like how quickly he was about to do it was like, oh wow. He did not, like, you can definitely tell that Rudius was at the lowest low when he was just literally about to just end it right there. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, so I guess at the end of that part, pretty much Soldat pretty much says, "Hey, come and join me, man."
Yeah.
And join me for a bit, you know.
Yeah.
Try to get that out of your mind for a bit, you know.
Just get that out of your mind, just to get that out of your system. And what I liked is that at the ending, past the ED end credits and stuff like that, you see a familiar face that we haven't seen since the second part of season 1.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So that's gonna be really interesting to see how that plays into the story, because so far the only recurring character that we've seen so far at all is just Rudius himself.
Oh yeah.
Literally everybody else is all an unfamiliar face that we haven't seen.
Pretty much, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's it for the episode, and we have to move on to the next anime.
We have Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 3.
Oh my god.
Oh man, what an episode!
This one hurt my soul.
It did.
I forgot this is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes, I did too.
And I forgot how painful some of they could hurt you. Jujutsu Kaisen could literally just hurt you at any time, and this one it just hurt me.
Hey man, I did too. I did forget how impactful some of the scenes could do.
Yeah, because they made it so happily, enjoying themselves.
Yeah, because you genuinely feel their happiness and them having a good time, and like you figure like the anime rule, right? If it goes too well, something's up.
Nothing ever happens happy.
Yes, nothing always goes according to plan.
Yeah, there you go.
And
but yeah, Gojo did not expect it when it got through his chest.
Oh man,
jeez, that caught me off guard. I was like,
that caught Gojo off guard.
Well, Gojo managed to it didn't catch him off guard because he managed to
He sensed them like the last second.
he kind of somewhat moved the hit, so when he got stabbed, it didn't hit any viral organs, so that saved him. But a lot of things didn't save him after that, though,
because
this man was insane.
Megumin's dad is no joke.
Oh no,
he is a very stealthy assassin, and
he's a mercenary for a reason, right?
Yep. And he has a special thing where he has no curse energy. And why does that matter? Well, since Gojo can sense curse energy, he can't sense this man.
And the big forgot a big thing. Gojo has to sleep.
Yes,
in order to regenerate his strong ability.
Yeah. So I guess he's been using his ability since the mission. So that's just crazy to think about. I was like, damn, 3 days of, I guess like maintaining a barrier or his domain, maybe. That's what I'm thinking of. Because they really don't explain what he's doing.
Oh well, he also stays up a lot too.
Yeah.
That's what hurts him as well too, because they're protecting the girl. So that's why he's like, hey man, take a rest, kind of thing. But either way, that rest was not gonna help that fight.
No, especially since they thought they were safe when they got to the high school since they had the barrier.
Yep.
But since he has no energy, he could just slide right in.
Oh yeah.
So
walk in the park.
Hey, but that fight was very cool with Gojo. And man, he tried his best, being on his toes, man. Like when
it looked like a blade when he launched his attack.
Yeah, it was awesome.
He destroyed the whole buildings around him.
He was like, if I can't sense him, I'm gonna attack everywhere around me.
Yeah, he made like a little island in the middle of his attack.
But our main assassin,
super fast, super duper fast.
And then he pulled a fast one, summoning those meatheads, I think they'll call him, his little flies. So he can't hear anything now. And he's like, crap, where is he? Did he leave already? And he's like, and then bam,
I'm behind you the whole time.
And he got him. He got Gojo.
So many slashes.
Oh, it was nasty.
It felt like a murder scene. I mean, not a murder scene, a murder happening
in front of my eyes, and I couldn't protect Gojo. Not my baby.
Not my kid.
Oh, but they did him nasty, man.
Oh yeah, he got slashed in the throat, then he got like across the chest, and then he looked like a buffet like starting to happen.
And I hate how
getting slashed up.
I hate how good it looked too.
This whole episode was really good looking.
Yeah.
From the what do you call it? The
especially in
aquarium to the beach to the several stuff. And then once we got to the fights, were just amazing like always.
Yeah.
And then by the end, jeez, that one caught me off guard too.
Yeah, it was gonna be a very sad send off with
kind of Gato, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much says, hey, you could go down there or you could go back home,
Yeah.
Like we're doing this because we wanted to do it, but we have an option not to do it.
Yeah, because like throughout, I guess this first 3 episodes, it felt sad for her because she was happy to do it, but at the same time she was happy living her life.
Yeah.
And if she went through this process to become the Tengen Sama, it was her sacrificing her life to become it.
Basically.
And it was sad, especially like the beginning of this 3rd episode. Like she's having fun with like her maid friend and like Gojo-kun and like the girls at school. Like she's having a really good time right now.
A blast.
Yeah. And she was like, you know what? I don't think I want to do it no more. I'm no longer feeling trapped inside in the water, which was a cool scene as well.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I'm ready to go back up to the surface. And what happens, David?
Caught me off guard. I didn't expect it.
Bam!
Not even Gato was like, what?
I love
what happened in my.
I love that scene because it literally like he like instantly like he didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I embodied this man, when that happened.
He was like, what the hell just happened? And then this sly sass is like, well, my job's done.
Damn you, Dio.
Damn you, Dio.
Damn it.
I mean, your job's done too, so you failed. And
And that's when Gato got the word that Gojo died as well.
Yeah, he's like, wait. Why are you here? Where's Gojo? He's like, oh, I guess you're not putting two and two.
He straight out said his full name too, just to be a piece of shit.
Sado Gojo died.
Yeah. And that's when he went all full
he
rage
saw me just
mode.
dragging.
Yeah, he went rage mode.
Oh, all his minions oh, I'm about to murder you now. You just killed my best friend.
You're going down.
Hey, Megami's dead. You're going down. You're going down, Dio.
And it had to end that way, man. Why?
I know, man. I'm waiting for next
episode.
episode.
Got to the juiciest part.
I mean, that's what keeps you hooked, right?
I guess so.
I mean, that's just good episode pacing.
I gotta live with myself waiting
another week.
Yeah. It's like a drug. I can't wait, man.
I need it now.
Need it now.
And just the quality of the episodes is great. David said, the production. Just one scene in particular, not even important. Her touching the water, that looked amazing. So yeah, obviously. After saying all that, we're gonna drop the show.
Can't live without you.
Obviously, it's a mega quadruple keep. So we're in it for the ride, baby. And yeah, that was Jujutsu Kaisen season 2, episode 3. And with that, it's gonna wrap up the shows. And normally we do news, but we got a little special something for you this episode. We have Resident Evil Dead Island. Yes. If you guys don't know, me and Dave are both Resident Evil fans, and obviously they came out with
we talked about the trailer a while back, and it was a hell of a ride.
Obviously, this is after Vendetta, that movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It has the best gun fu fight, zombie fight scene I've ever seen. And this one is just basically the Avengers of Resident Evil.
Yeah, if anything, is more of the nostalgic of, oh look, hey, I gotta see Jill with Leon. I gotta see the squad together,
Chris with Claire.
An actual, you won't see this in a game, everyone
is here.
Once, yeah. So it was pretty entertaining, just listening to their banters and conversations too.
Yeah. And
and of course, there in this movie there's a new outbreak, and this new outbreak is the T-virus.
T-virus
Same
plus
one, but yeah, it's new.
Yeah, it's more enhanced.
And you could control it.
What?
Yup.
And who's doing all this?
It's Dio.
Damn, Dio's everywhere.
Yeah, he's all over the place, man.
No, it's not Dio. As much as fun that would be.
So no, it's basically a guy that used to work for Umbrella.
Oh,
He's just a worker,
a pawn.
Pawn, yes, a pawn of the company.
Yeah,
that he hated. Pretty much.
Yep. He's he didn't like that. He didn't like that. He was a pawn. He had to kill his friend or whatever. And so
tap, man, tap.
And for that reason, because of that one incident, he wants to destroy the whole world.
Yeah, but I guess for me the movie entirety, the thing is that I still prefer Vendetta, but this one I just like it from how the characters react to each other.
Yeah. I think that's I'm in the same boat too. I love how we get to see Chris and Claire fight together, right?
And I guess the moments that they bring a lot of moments from the games and the movies and stuff like that. So when there's certain scenes and they talk about it, a certain thing, and it ends up being from the past games, you know.
Yeah, which is cool. It's
Yeah.
very, very much for the fans. And like you pointed out a lot, David, like a lot of homages to like the games themselves, like the classic zombie turnaround shot,
Yeah.
or like the fixed camera angle moment,
Yeah, that was a moment in the movie itself.
which is like, I was like, oh, that's cool, you know. Like whoever,
And the-
obviously people that made this movie like are huge fans and like put a lot of care to making it.
And then they brought up the whole like how Chris, most of his partners die.
That was the biggest diss.
Yeah, that was the biggest diss to Chris Redfield.
Yeah.
I felt sorry. He's the one that got roasted hard. You know?
Yeah, that was
Out
messed
of
up.
all of them.
And I love Chris, but
Yeah.
he was not wrong.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
But yeah, Dylan roasts everybody, but that was like, damn, you don't do Chris like that, man.
All right, I guess the biggest issue with this one is the villain himself. I did not like his what do you call it?
Reasoning?
His reasoning of
Destroying
making
the world.
Yeah, his way, because you know his way was pretty much, I'm gonna take the man now. You know, the man is the one that's ruining everything. The
Yeah.
man is this, because I'm gonna take down the man so everyone else could live on.
Yeah.
And I was like the most dumbest thing, because you know eventually in my head I was like, someone else is gonna become the CEO. It's
Someone's
kinda,
gonna take the throne.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you eliminate the
head.
CEO or you know the head of a company. The company will still come back.
Mm.
Why do you think Umbrella's coming back in a way?
And it's
Neo,
fun.
yeah.
It's funny with like his reasoning, and then I'm thinking about it, because usually like the big head has like a group, right?
Yeah.
Like of lackeys or whatever, like follow that same ideals.
Mhm.
He didn't have that. He had the doctor, who just wanted money, and a past character from the last movie,
Yeah, from Vendetta.
from Vendetta, who just wanted more beef with Leon.
Yeah, pretty much they ended up killing the father in that movie. So
Yeah,
that was the only thing she had to go with. We did not. I don't
There was-
remember
there's no explanation
Information,
why
yeah.
she's there,
why she came.
why
like,
she's
to this
working
one.
with Dylan. She was like, I just want this fade.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I guess.
This is the first time where Claire and Chris ended up having the virus in them.
Yeah. It
They
was
never
like-
had a virus ever in games.
Nope.
First time ever.
Hey, that
Leon
thing-
gets. It's funny how Leon gets the virus, but not Jill. 'Cause Jill's
the chosen one.
chosen one, I guess. I was like, wow, okay.
She can't choose to decide fate.
Yeah, that was dumb
I don't
too.
know his reason
That was
why.
dumb too. Yeah.
I would have preferred.
No, he said it because you'll be like me. You'll feel the pain like me.
I'm
what
like,
happened?
What? When did Jill experience that?
Or no, he wants.
Oh, he wanted her to experience that.
Yeah,
That is so dumb.
yeah.
That
But
is.
I feel like they have already in the past,
Yeah.
and they lost people too. I was like, wait, they lost. You just said Chris lost his partners. Technically, Jill was one of them for a moment. Of course, she came back since
Yeah.
you know the virus.
Whole brainwash
Yeah,
thing.
the brainwash thing. Yeah. So I thought that was a lot of dumb moments with him.
Yes, this shows. I mean, this movie's very dumb villain, but does the action hold up?
I love the little upgrade on certain bio creatures. They're cool.
Oh, the liquors.
Yeah, the lickers, the shark. I wish though the shark came out a little bit more.
Yeah, because they teased it, and then I guess unfortunately, Dylan had a fuse with it and became this cow abomination looking thing.
Yeah, it was terrifying being in the bottom of the what do you call it? The prison itself.
Yeah. Oh my God, Leon's puns, they're amazing.
Yes. my favorite voice actor came back, so I was excited and I enjoyed his entirety conversations. It was wild.
Yeah, I'll let you guys experience the puns. I won't say it.
Yeah. Just say one.
Oh.
A scene.
Well, I guess we're going to escape prison.
Yeah. Pretty much because they're in Alcatraz.
And I guess it's going to be a prison break.
Yeah, because Joe and Leon are in the bottom.
The sewers or something.
Yeah. And Joe's like, oh, you could get out through here or like it could lead to anywhere. I was like, oh, then that's, it's worth being here than in there or leaving there, I was like, wow, okay, Leon.
Thanks, Leon.
Thanks, Leon. You're
no,
amazing.
You are. And I guess just the fangirl about Chris. At one moment, he's like climbing up top, killing the zombies. One hand saving one.
No. And one thing, no one's saved in this world. I mean, in this prison, everyone dies.
All the tourists are dead.
Yeah. It's just our squad and the doctor himself.
Yeah. Which he
and Rebecca, because Rebecca survives.
Rebecca the goat. She came with the antidote. With the
Saving
vaccine.
days.
It just cost the whole SWAT team
to die to the shark. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, but, so I guess for my I guess going towards the end, like rating wise.
Yeah.
I guess I really enjoyed this one. It was fun.
Yeah.
Action was it was okay. I still prefer.
I wish there was more tourists.
Yeah.
I feel like I needed more zombies.
More zombies.
Yeah.
But we got a super squad over here.
Yeah.
I think that would just eliminate.
I think that's what outshined the action because it's the squad, right? The squad.
Maybe more bio animals. I mean animals. Not bioterrorists.
Terrorists, bro. What's terrorists over here?
Just bio creatures in general. More bio creatures should have been implemented here, other than liquors, And
I think like the final creature, the boss, whatever, was just underwhelming as hell. Like it didn't do anything. Like
well, because it was way too big for that area. Yeah, so he messed up there.
So slow.
Yeah.
And while our heroic team have like the whole arsenal to them. Oh, that dumb cannon thingy, the 2-man cannon.
Hey man, the boys had to do it, man. Because the boys are back in town.
Man, I just wish like Chris did it himself because he's just that buff.
Jeez.
But yeah,
let me go to. I guess.
Oh yeah, you're ready. You're ready. My bad.
Yeah. For me, it's about a 7.5.
Nice.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I'm actually.
I had fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat with you as well. 7 out of 10, just for fun Resident Evil fans, and just dumb shenanigans. But I don't think.
And the length of the movie was fine too. I
think like 90 minutes. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Short and simple.
Mm-hmm.
But I do prefer Vendetta, just because of that gun food scene. It's so awesome. But yeah, check it out if you haven't seen it yet. And that being said, we move on to the actual news. Starting off with Mappa. Obviously, Mappa's on hard work, making them so many animes. That doesn't stop them from making more animes with the announcement with Shinichiro Watanabe making a new anime called Lazarus.
This was, I guess, it was in an event in Comic-Con. It was debuted there.
Yes, right now this weekend it's Comic-Con weekend, so there'll probably be more news. We'll probably cover it next week, but this is one of them that is pretty huge.
Yeah, it's insane. Toonami's really on the anime kind of things.
Adult Swim trying to get back in the game.
Yeah.
Right now we're covering the Superman one, and it seems promising from the trailer they showed.
But yeah, they got the director for Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, and Space Dandy. That guy is wild.
Hey man, just by like the action itself is very Spike Spiegel, kind of kung fu.
And then John Wick's Chad. I keep forgetting the stunt coordinator guy. He's also collaborating with this project.
Yeah, so if this is gonna be a big action show, if I feel like.
And like you said, Studio Mappa, who did Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, final season,
and Vinland Saga season 2.
Yeah,
big shows.
yeah.
So Mappa's no joke. I feel like they're the all-star studio right now.
And this is original story. So like something new, man.
Yeah, no, most definitely. And if just going off the trailer, that looks fun. It looks like a badass action hero
/ prison break. Yeah, that was like multiple stuff.
I think
shooting, there was gun shooting and stuff like that. It was pretty insane.
Yeah, this is like kind of like futuresque kind of setting.
Yeah,
and I think my favorite shot's like him jumping off a building.
It was parkour, parkour.
Yeah, parkour. But like he's jumping off, and a bunch of doves are like flying above him. It looks super cool.
Apparently, it's coming out next year.
No, next year. So there's no really set date yet. So,
but whenever it's available, we'll cover it for sure.
Oh yeah, this is an awesome trailer, and cannot wait for more news about Lazarus.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, with that being said, we move on to our final news of this week. Invincible. Obviously,
Invincible season 2.
Yeah, season 2. We finally got a trailer for the upcoming season and who's behind, who's returning, who's gonna come in.
A lot of returners and a lot of new people, I think.
Voice acting the show, and obviously the big one that they left for last is J.K. Simmons returning his role as Omni-Man, and obviously Steven Yeun returning as Invincible. And a lot of like Seth Rogen's also being in it. So
yeah, we already know who he is in general. He's the alien guy.
Yeah. From the first season.
Yeah, I think this from what I gathered on the trailer is that I guess the people from his world were amazed that 2 of the same people from that planet fought each other, because that never happened.
Yeah.
That was like the most insane thing for our boy and his father.
Yeah.
To fight each other, even though they're not supposed to, I guess, right? It was like a really strange thing to happen to them.
Because they're the same race and they're like they're supposed to have the same goal. So I guess for them, that race is like, what the hell happened over there?
Mm-hmm.
What went wrong? And I'm just very excited for the next season. A lot of like voice actors that did impact from the first season are back, so I'm excited.
And then Invincible's gonna have a hard time with certain of these villains and heroes that kind of don't like Omni-Man in general.
Yeah.
So he's gonna basically take the fall for his dad, I guess, right?
Yeah, he's gonna take the blunt of the destruction that Omni-Man left before.
Yeah.
So, because I think at one point we see Immoral Man, I think his name, the Abraham Lincoln guy, trying to fight him.
Yeah.
So we'll see, and I'm just excited for season 2. We knew it was coming, but like I thought it was gonna be like next year, maybe because of just how much effort they're putting into it. But hey, it's coming out November 3rd. So look forward to that. It's gonna be part of our winter podcast scheduling. But yeah, bunch of voice actors. I'm excited.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I cannot wait. So look forward to that. And with that being said, that wraps up the news and that wraps up the podcast. If you made it this far, thank you. And you have just listened to the Anime Squad podcast with your hosts, Omar.
And this is David.
So if you like what you heard, subscribe to our podcast. And make sure you guys catch our next episode every week. And yeah. And like always, bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Later.